let me see. Shalom King, right? So you see, Shalom King, right? So when you see right there, right? Because when the brother sent it to me through the Spirit of the Most High, when I caught it, right? When I caught it, because, you know, I said, you know what? Let me grab the attention of the brother. Because, you know, the brother watched, he's the one who was that sent, but the brother didn't caught it, right?
Another $800
So,
million to further augment Ukraine's ability to fight.
Right, to further augment Ukraine's ability to fight in the east of Donbass region, right? Let's continue.
East of the Donbass region.
ESO.
This package includes heavy artillery weapons. Dozens of howitzers.
Dozens of howitzers.
144,000.
Boom. 144,000. Boom. Let's go in the Bible. Right? The Bible already said this hidden, they're going to do this thing. But our people, mainly so-called blacks, Latino, and Native, these guys have put them to sleep right now. They're blind. The only so-called blacks, Latino, and Native that are not blind are those that the Most High woke up. Those that are in the truth. Those that the Most High woke up through the blood of Yahushua Mashiach. But the rest of our people, they're asleep. They get seduced by this guy. They get seduced. They're excited when they see this guy in a suit and tie. They look at them and say, oh my goodness, we're going to be rich now. Oh, we're going to be black. No. Okay, 144, because Esau does not do anything by coincidence. No. 144,000. How come he doesn't say he want to send like 200? Why does it need to be 144,000? He's calling the attention of ye Israelite online. The so-called Hebrew Israelite, right? Like, or like Salakia. Like those that they label as pretty much, right? Salakia, they say, well, like the Hebrew, the French group, right? They start like trying to demonize us because we're bringing out the truth, we're exposing them. That's why he's letting you know he's going to send 144,000 ammunition, rounds of ammunition. Rounds of ammunition, right? Bullet or whatever. Imagine 144,000. Where did he get this number from? How come he didn't say 145,000? Why is it that he only just by coincidence 144,000 that he just said they're going to send 100? Did Pharaoh Joe Laden, did the king of Babylon the Great, did he just sleep? Did his tongue just sleep? Or what is going on here? I need somebody to break it down for me. Let's go right here in the book of Daniel. I'm going to read it again. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 25. And he shall spare great word against the Most High. Against who? The Most High. Because him referring to the 144,000, guess what? He's acting as the Most High. Right?
Rounds of ammunition.
Right? He's acting as the Most High. Let me back it up a little bit. Right? He's acting up as the Most High, as the living God, Yahweh, the creator of heaven and earth. Because this word came from the Most High. The 144,000 came from our father, Abba, Yahweh. It didn't come from no man. It didn't come from the angel. It did not come from a Mashiach. No. This came from the Most High. So why is he want to use the same number that our God, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, has told us in the Bible? You see what I'm saying? Let's go right here. He said, and think to change time and laws. That's what they've done. That's what they've done. Right? Hold on. Let me share this with the public on YouTube as well. Right? I want to share this with the brother and the sister that will be watching this video on YouTube, Lord willing. So you can see. So they can see on their own. Right? 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 So 144,000. All assembly, 144,000. All assembly. Right? You see that? All assembly, 144,000. Oh, okay. That's what he said with his own mouth. Right? Let's go in the book of Revelation. Right? Let's go to Revelation chapter 7. Let's go to it. Because Esau, they don't do anything just for fun. No. Right? Esau don't do anything for fun. But our people, is a message they're letting you know. All this agenda, everything going on today on this earth is all about war. The destruction of the Hebrew Israelite. Keep in mind, I'm telling you. Wake up, repent and keep the commandment. Be prepared. They're literally telling you, he just picked it, just coincidence. Oh, really? Coincidence? To measure 144,000? Because guess what? The Bible already told us that Esau, Edom, after Babylon being destroyed, the Edomite that will be in Europe or whatever they'll be, they're going to come together to try to fight against the Israel. They're going to try to fight against Amashiach. But guess what? Amashiach said this time, listen, man, I'm not going to meet you as a man. The most Amashiach said, no, it's not happening. This is what? The son of perdition, man. He come after who? after his father. Let's read it. This is the book of Revelation. Let's go to Revelation chapter 7, and we're going to read from verses 2. Revelation chapter 7 and verses 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, because you got to keep in mind, in the east of the whole earth, you got a holy city the Most High set up from the beginning, from the creation. Adam was in the east. Adam was in Jerusalem in the beginning. Okay, is when he sinned, the Most High kicked him out from the land. Keep in mind. So you got portal gates in the east. Portal gate that allow spirit, angel to come down and go out with the back and forth is in the east. Keep in mind. That's why you see this hidden, the synagogue of Satan. Okay, Revelation 29, Revelation 3 and 9. That's why they took over the land. But the Most High allowed them to take over the land because we sinned, our forefather gone off. We didn't keep the law, the commandment, right? So the Most High gave the land over unto the heathen because of unrighteous dealing, right? The kingdom is what translated, is transferred from one nation to another. So the kingdom was given unto who? Esau, Edom. So they don't want the power. They're the fourth beast. When you go in the book of Daniel, Revelation, the fourth beast that will be mighty than all the beasts, all the kingdom prior unto them is Esau, Edom. That's what he's telling you. They get all anywhere they step through, they go through, is all you see is the chaos and destruction. So let's keep in mind. He say, having the seal of the living Yahweh, having the seal of the living God Yahweh. Keep in mind. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. So four angels, right? The Most High give them the power. This is the angel of destruction. Their job is to destroy. So the Most High gave them the power, the okay, to hurt the earth and the sea. Now let's continue. Saying, hurt not the earth, but however when this fifth angel, or this angel came out, he's telling the other four angels, he said, listen, don't hurt the earth here, wait. We're going to let you know when you're going to start hurting the earth, all right? Maybe we can let you know. You can hurt this part of Africa for right now. Hurt that, because we already see the elect right there. Okay, Babylon the Great, right? Babylon the Great, okay, you can already hurt this area, because we already see like some servant over there. Okay, in Europe, you can hurt this area, okay, because we already see some servant over there. Okay, in Ukraine and Russia, you can hurt this area, because we already see some servant of the Most High. You got to keep in mind, right? It's a process. The Most High does everything in order, in decency. So let's continue. Say, well, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the tree, till we have sealed the servant of our Yahweh in the forehead. So you got to keep in mind, he's not talking about taking like a pen or something and marking you. No, he's talking about when you get sealed in your forehead, it means you wake up. You wake up out from Christianity, Islam, witchcraft, voodoo, idolatry, all type of this weakness that we used to follow. You wake up, the Most High wake you up to your senses, to your seven spirit, to the seven senses, and you realize who you are. You understand that you're an Hebrew Israelite or you're an Israelite based on your father. Okay, it has nothing to do with color. It's based on your father. Okay, you are what your father is. Okay. You are what your father is. The man is the one carrying the seed. The creation, the beginning of the creation started with man, okay, who Adam. And from his rib, the woman was made. You keep in mind. So there is a logic, there is an order. If you don't know it, you go to Paul. He'll tell you. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, all right? Go to 1 Corinthians chapter 11, and we invite you, we exhort you to read the whole chapter if you don't know that. And meditate upon it. So keep in mind, he say, till we have sealed the servant of our Yahweh in the forehead. In the forehead, your mind, this is your forehead, okay, which is your heart. It's not talking about your heart within this heart. Biology 101 only pumps blood back and forth throughout your artery, your veins, and the list goes on and on and on. It's talking about the main heart is your mind. This is where you have headache, right? When you have headache, mostly is in your mind, and you don't die like that often. But when you got headache in your heart, this heart within your body, that organ, you die very fast. So this is your mind, this is your heart, this is where you think. Evil thought, good thought, or whatever you name it, can come from your heart, which is right here. Okay, before you do anything, it's come from here. Keep in mind. All right. So say until the brother wake up, and that's what you see. That's the movement that is growing throughout the fucking on this earth. That the Most High, as He promised to our forefather, since who we go unto who? Unto Abraham. Abraham, the Most High told him, "Know of surety that thy seed shall be what? A stranger in the land that is not theirs, and they shall oppress them all for certain amount of time." He's talking about Babylon the Great, mainly here, Babylon the Great, and the fucking on this earth, whatsoever we've been scattered all this year, all this time. Okay, so all this were already revealed to our forefather, right? From the beginning, all right? So he said, and I heard the number of them which were seed, and there were seed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. So this guy literally telling you that, you know what, we're coming after the Israelite. He literally telling you that. Let me back it up again. Hold on. Because, listen, Esau, what he was given was what? By that sword shall thou live. And that's what he's proving. Because a lot of you out there, you don't believe in the Bible. You don't believe it. Let me show it to you. Because a lot of you out there, you don't believe in the Bible. Even though we break it down for you, let's go in the book of Revelation, actually Genesis, right? Let's go to Genesis quick, right? We're going to go to Genesis, straight to the point. Genesis 27 and 40, okay? Let's go to Genesis 27 and 40. We're going to go straight to the point, okay? Right? I'm going to read it straight. If a brother don't understand it, right, you can go on our YouTube page, 12 Tribe of Israel and the Christ, and you can read about. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27 and verse 40. And by that sword shall thou live. By what? By the sword. That's why he's talking to you.
Dozens of howitzers and 100.
Hold on, let's go back.
Dozens of howitzers and 144,000 rounds of ammunition.
144,000 rounds of ammunition. 144, it goes about, because Esau don't do anything by coincidence. He say, and by that sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother, and shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Right? So keep in mind, Esau ain't saying that to you just for fun. 144,000, he letting you know, we coming after the elect. We coming after the elect of the Most High. We know about the 144,000, but people sleeping. They're sleeping. They don't understand. Now, a lot of brothers watch this video. They don't catch the 144. But I know a lot of brothers in the spirit, they'll catch it. And they'll expose it. I know for right now, as I'm speaking, there'll be brother that will expose this thing. I know. I've not seen it yet, but I know, brother, just like the way I'm doing it. Because when we see this evil, we got to address it. We can't just sit down in our couch, just say, well, the Most High will judge them. No, we got to come out. The scripture tells us in the book of War. Let me go over there quick. Sirach, right? 4. Right, let's go to it. Sirach chapter 4. Let's bring it out. The scripture tells us to do so, man. Right? This is the book of Sirach chapter 4 and verse 28. He read, strive for the truth unto death. What did the Most High say? You got to strive for the truth unto death, man. The 144,000 is part of the truth, man. And if it doesn't bother you, that means what? You are not wake up yet, man. It bothers me to see this hidden using the word of the Most High, right, to deceive our people. It does hurt me. That's why I'm starting to say, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Here we go, man. When I saw, I'm like, whoa, what is going on? I'm like, really? 144,000 at the same time? Really? Right? He said, let's go back to Revelation. Because they're letting you know what they're all about. They're letting you know. Esau letting you know. Okay? Esau is telling you what they're plotting to do. He said, of the tribe of Judah, we say 12,000. So he's letting Judah know. The so-called blacks, the so-called African American, the so-called Nigerian Benin. He said, listen, man, we coming at you. 12,000? We won't let that happen. We won't let the 12,000 being seen. Keep in mind, we won't let the 12,000 be seen. That's what he's so telling you. 144,000 rounds of munition. What does it have to be 144,000? How come he doesn't say 200,000? How come he doesn't say 145,000? All is saying exactly 144,000 because he is blasphemer. They're blaspheming. That's the job on the earth. There's no salvation for Esau. Regardless how much you read precept, listen, there's no salvation, okay? There's no salvation for Esau. Keep in mind, there is no salvation for Esau. Keep that in mind, okay? 1,000 years of captivity, and after that, the Messiah will take them out fully from the earth. The other nation, they'll be there. The rest of the other nation, they'll be in the kingdom. Okay? But Esau will not be in the kingdom. Esau, no, man. We don't want to have to do with GMO food again. No, man. We don't have to worry about being pulled over, the police pull you over, and you get shot, and brother got killed, got shot in the back of the head, all the. No, come on, man. We don't want to worry about we got to pay electricity bill, we got to pay for the internet, no, we don't want to have to deal with that, man. It's enough, man. It's enough, man. We ain't got to worry about, well, if you don't have this, you can't go here, you can't do that. No, man. We had enough of that. So we don't want to deal with Esau. Esau, there is no salvation for Esau. Okay, you can go read the letter of Paul all you want. There is no salvation for Esau. If you go to the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, read 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Paul is literally talking about Esau, Edom. Because he tell you that he that cometh after Satan. Keep in mind, 2 Thessalonians is plain and simple. Paul literally telling you about Esau. It's just that he didn't went into the detail. The most I want him to write like that. So only few people will understand. Because the Most High does not want everybody to understand his word. No, the Most High does not want everybody to understand. If that was the case, he will make everything so plain, easy for everybody to understand. Okay? Even though a lot of passage in the Bible is so plain to understand, but still you cannot understand because the Most High does not want you to understand. So Paul is talking about Esau in 2 Thessalonians. If you don't have the spiritual eye, you cannot discern it. You cannot see. You cannot understand it. He literally tell you, he that cometh after who? Satan. He that cometh after Satan. So he's letting you know that he's not talking about Satan when he's talking about the son of perdition. No. He's talking about Esau, Edom, because he's lost.